What's up, guys? It's Caliber back with a different style of content today. Today I wanted to mix it up a bit and try to introduce a little bit more yapping. Not that I'm not already not doing that in most of my videos, but I also wanted it to not be Yu-Gi-Oh! Related content, as I don't believe that uploading just deck profiles and every time I top locals is like really gonna be what I want this to be about. I'm not really a content creator. I just kind of use this as like a time capsule or almost like social media where like instead of uploading things to like Instagram, this is just my way to document like, hey, I want to show off some cool cardboard, or I had a 6 slate of Spire run and I want to yap about things that are a little more substantial that I typically don't get the opportunity to. I also feel like it's really easy to talk and to avoid, and just like anybody who consumes the content rather than, hey, I would love to have this very deep discussion with a close personal friend, just out of nowhere. So, again, this is just very experimental. I wanted to, see what it would be like to just play these games. It's kind of like, just these fake therapy sessions where I just kind of get a lot off my chest, but it's not like I'm unloading or dumping onto a bunch of viewers, but more just like opening up a discussion, being like, hey, I don't have a big community. That makes it very easy for me to connect with people in the sense of like you could basically help guide me on what we're supposed to talk about, or like what kind of dilemmas or problems that you would want this random guy with no credentials to start yapping about in front of like 6 or 7 people. So anyway, I'm a little bit tired. I've done just about everything I could today, work, gym, and then I also spent like 10 to 15 minutes trying to set up a mic, and I honestly don't even think it's going to sound that well. This is just, like, I'm just at this point where I've had so many attempts that I'm over it. So I'm going to just roll with it, and if it's too loud, you turn the volume down. If it's not loud enough, vice versa. So anyway, I am gonna do a run with defect, and I'm gonna start climbing Ascensions. I was stuck for the past 2 weeks trying to get a successful run with the region, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second, but I just couldn't. I feel like I need to do a successful run with all the characters to get something, maybe like this game's equivalent of like the heart boss keys, but I don't know. I'm sick of it. I do not want to try anymore. So we're rolling with my favorite guy, and we're just gonna start climbing. I had a run yesterday that I fumbled, that I also recorded, and I realized, like, okay, cool. I don't have to show the fumble, and I also don't have to upload that video because the quality was kind of dog shit, and then I also didn't like that. It was, like, one of the best runs ever, and then I just fumble. So I'm sure this would be a lot worse. We're here. We're here. Let's see. I do not like this. Yas Fury is cool, but I think I'm gonna take I always usually take the large capsule. I just, yeah, this is better. I don't care about the extra strike and defend. It is what it is. Sometimes it is good to have just early attack cards, just because I feel like just definitely in this version, I feel like I want the early aggression more than I do in maybe like Slay the Spire 1, but it's been a little bit. I have been loving Slay the Spire 2. I really have. But I won't lie, it's definitely more difficult. And I feel like that is the common sentiment. I do miss the old defects design. I do miss the old way you would scale energy. But I also feel like they did a good job of, like, I mean, however long Slay the Spire is out, people have pretty much had an idea of how they would want to play this game. So it's good that they kind of shake up the formula so that it's no longer just about, yeah, let's just like beat the Act 1 boss, get the ectoplasm or whatever, and then just have 4 energy for the rest of the run. There like are certain cards, otherwise you have to like mitigate it with like really like weird relics. But yeah, let's see. When I talked about experimenting, I was thinking about doing more like philosophy, like, how do you draw a brain? Like, big brain stuff. Like, so the problem with philosophy content is that, yeah, this is a brain, by the way. Here, maybe if I draw like a light bulb. And then, yeah, the problem with philosophy content right now is there's kind of like a slopification on YouTube where there is a lot of good people out there. There's a lot of like good content creators. There's a guy that comes to mind right now. This like I think his name is Jet Phrasen or whatever. You might have seen him. Honestly, he's getting clowned on a little bit because some of his reels or his videos or shorts or whatever is kind of like this pompous, like, I know more than you, I'm above the system, and, you know, it's very easy to laugh at. But this is the kind of guy who, he'll have, like, a very, like clickbaity, like, title, but, like, it's the kind of thing that you were definitely thinking to yourself, and you think about it often enough where, like, okay, this guy is thinking or saying something that I've already thought about, so he's just saying it better than me. And I do find it very easy to, like, get into it and feel like, yeah, that's, you know, this is very inspiring, or, you know, it's good to think about it from this perspective, or this is a big issue, what do we do? But I feel like if you fall down that rabbit hole, you will eventually either just consume too much and get nothing done, or I know that this guy in particular does have, like, a personal quota. So it's like, I feel like inherently the quality of your content would just suffer due to the fact that you are pumping out for numbers and not for the sake of, like, every single video is driven by the same level of passion. But getting into it, I wanted to maybe take a crack at talking about some of the more substantial things that I've been thinking about recently, as I do, you know, I believe there is, like, kind of a young man crisis going on right now in just so many different ways. You know, nobody can afford anything, everybody's miserable, men especially, you know, me being one. I could talk about it, but we are definitely up a creek, especially with the way society's built. I'm very dissatisfied with, like, you know, work and stuff right now, because it just, there are things I want to do, not so much this, but I mean, this could be another outlet of creativity. There are things that I want to do. I'm definitely taking this for early damage plus area of effect. There are things I want to do that, like, I can think about all day at work. I'm like, I'm excited to do this, or I want to set time aside to do this, and then, you know, you get into the rat race. 8 hours, you know, your 9 to 5, it takes it out of you, and then just by the time that you do have finally some free time to sit down, and you're like, well, I still have to, like, take care of everything around me. I can't just neglect full on. I need to, I have to lock in on other things too, and it's just like, the like, standard, like, 9 to 5, the, like, rat race or whatever, it really just saps it out of you to the point where, and obviously it's intentional, you know, society would love it if everybody was just kind of, like, too out of energy to fight back, but, that's a little too schizo for, like, my first yap sesh. I really am focused on trying to climb very high with this guy and get better at this game, but I'm not like a Slay the Spire content creator, really. I'm not even a pro. I don't know that much, especially about this game. I'm definitely taking this just for virtue of having a buddy. It's nice to have friends. But yeah, I do have a big passion about just, like, thinking about, you know, the more eternal, concerning, or existential concerns that one person might have. But these are the conversations that I have, you know, with myself, and I'm left with many open avenues about it, and I'm always thinking, like, how would I ever get to the point where I could talk to somebody about this? And I find that you just really can't casually bring this up very often, and I'm kind of like I keep to myself, especially with things like this, because it's just like, not everything is for everyone, so, like, far be it for me to do that to them. I probably should have blocked another there. I got greedy. Oh well. I did learn how chip damage can add up, but if it's Act 1, I'm not too worried about it. Let's see. Yeah, we do this here. Yeah, I do want to talk about these things, and I feel like this is a good outlet for it, because I don't have my face cam turned on because I'm chopped, but on top of that, too, like, I really don't want this to be about, like, I don't know. It's a little bit narcissistic to just put yourself out there, I think, and just start, like, going, yeah, let me talk about these things, because people will inherently care about this enough to, like, feel that level of investment or feel that level of connectivity. You gotta ease into it, obviously. That being said, there is a lot, you know, people are starting to talk about things that are definitely not trivial. You know, important to consider things like housing, or, like, yeah, you know, how am I supposed to, like, achieve anything when it's just like, okay, you get to take 2 weeks of vacation every year, you will own nothing, and you will be happy. To take a break in the, like, rant/setup, this is a very pivotal turn, and I don't know if you can see what's going on here, but this guy is going to ramp up in damage. And I have his self-made threshold that I believe that if I get to 6-7 out of 85 HP, that the run could be over if I'm not careful. We could be cooked. I think this is a damage race, I'm not gonna lie. Let me drink this. Yeah, this is definitely a damage race. And we'll do this just for a little bit of block. Just because this will, like, have more turns to apply. Not that many, but it's better than playing one defend. This is cool, too. And then zap, zap. I do hate this fight. I really do hate this fight so much. Yeah, I need one more turn. 2 strikes will get me there. There we go. That's 1. That's 2. Alright, had to lock in there for the big-ass bird. But anyway, like I said, I'm not going to unload everything. I'm not even going to act like I have a formulated game plan. Because this is very much just, like, so preliminary that I do want to take time to consider what if I want to even stream all of my Ascension climbs. I do like the idea, just because it gives me something to do for the sake of consistency. It just may not be the highest quality, because I'm a very big, like, I get passionate and get very motivated to do something in the moment. Like, if I want to make, like, if it's not, like, a locals thing, I do like making, like, more, I wouldn't mind making, like, more, hater content, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a huge hater. I think there's a lot of, like, and especially in the Yu-Gi-Oh spaces, one thing I want to talk about is, like, I want to call it, like, the spreadsheet problem, or, like, the Metafy problem, where you just have these unqualified guys who are just, who just charge idiots to basically be their friend. I don't get it, but anyway. I will change the subject here, since, again, it's all preliminary, and I could talk about, you know, some of the things I've been dealing with lately. But I honestly want to take this time to say, number one, there's going to be a Discord link. There's going to be a Discord link to the Alliance Yu-Gi-Oh! Discord, where it doesn't have to just be about Yu-Gi-Oh! You can come talk about other games and stuff too. But basically, like, I want that to be my community. It's kind of like more for our Chicago locals, like, you gotta be in the know to know, you know. But at the same time too, those guys are very good guys. But it is gonna be a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! I want to sort of, like, cultivate just like a alright, this is very much just like a low-key, like, come here, play some, like, casual games or whatever. But it is gonna be very correlated to, like, the stuff I want to do here, where it's like, hey, I need suggestions for, you know, what to do or what to talk about next. But I don't want to just make it about, you know, my problems again. Like, if anybody else has been feeling a certain type of way about, like, big picture issues, like, I don't want to get too political. It's one thing I definitely want to avoid. But I do, in fact, think I have to dual cast here. Yeah, there's a lot of damage. Alright. The next dual cast would definitely be clutch, too. I think it was better to block, actually. Whatever. I don't know. I'm over it. That's gotta happen. That's gotta happen. That's gotta happen. And that's gotta happen. Alright. These things are definitely getting a little out of hand. But yeah, that's the expectation moving forward. I think we can probably move on to another point. Mainly, I had kind of lost the passion to play this game specifically, because in the past 2 weeks, this game's new, and I haven't been playing it like other people might have played it. They might have, like, torn through the game already. I wanted to get one successful run with every single character, you know, all the way to Act 3 or whatever, meet the Architect, soft spoiler, but it's been out for 2 weeks by now anyway. I wanted to get a successful run with everybody, and I'm stuck in the Regent. And the Regent sucks, and I hate playing the Regent, and I was playing him literally for 2 weeks. He's not even my favorite character, He's not really interesting to me at all. Like, sure, I can see why it's interesting, but like, to me personally, I think, you know, after 2 weeks, I'm definitely having less of an opinion. But it was just awful. It was a slog. I have not had one successful run, not one. And I tried everything: the Forge, the Stars. I tried mixing it up, and you know, somebody made a video of like why it feels bad to play the Regent, and like they did put it into words. The one thing they just did not outright say is that the guy sucked. And I think that would have just been factually correct if it was just a 5-second video. But yeah, he's very archetypical. But those archetypes, unlike the defect where it's like orbs or focus or something, none of his stuff blends well. It's like, if you're playing Forge, you're playing Forge. And do not mix it with Stars because it's going to get super clunky. The problem is, I'd find good cards that would make or break runs, but they need a critical mass of cards in your deck to even make that whole gimmick work. So it's like, I wanted to take the good Forge cards, because I needed a good Forge, because I didn't have good damage output, so we needed a way to, like, put pressure or, like, stack for turns. And at the same time, too, I needed good defense or just solid offense in the middle of my runs. So I needed star cards for that, and those would never come. And I wasn't gonna play the colorless stuff, because as fun as that sounds, that's just gambling, buddy. And I do not want to... Yeah, that would be even less consistent of a strategy than whatever was going on. Alright, yeah, I was going to say, one more strike gets us there. Please draw it. We're taking a lot more damage than I thought. But I will say, from yesterday, from what I experienced, the defect is definitely, like, it just feels so much better. Like, off the bat, like, I actually was excited to play the game again, thanks to just dropping my ego and dropping the whole, like, okay, maybe I don't need this right now. We can wait for, like, a patch or something. I don't care. I'll just take the L. But, like, I'd rather focus on something fun, like, playing this cool dude, rather than, yeah, that was awful. Now, we did take a lot of damage, but we're gonna go for it anyway. You gotta farm elites. Now this could get bad. This could get bad. We 100% need to just find, like, yeah, this sucks. And I should have drunk this too. Whatever. I have a big problem with, like, playing cards first and then not consuming the potions before, because I am very, like, conservative with these, but I've also learned my lesson that, like, just because I enter an elite fight does not mean that, like, this isn't going to go 100% bad. So I gotta, like, remind myself to just, like, yeah, I'm definitely blocking for as much as I can. I gotta remind myself, like, yeah, carefully consider this before I go into it, because I want more turns with that strength where he could already be even lower. And number one, I don't want these cards. Number two, they're so gross, dude. I hate body horror. I hate parasites. This freaks me the hell out. So I hate this fight for so many different reasons. Alright, this is cool. Ew. Just my luck. And the good news is that the frost mitigates this, but if I had 2 more damage, and the strength would have gotten us there, I'd have 3 less cards bricking me up right now. And there is no good way to do this without burning a dual cast. Dude, this game sucks. Yeah, we have to. Oh, that's cool. It carries over. So we have to play the block. The bird egg is still a brick. And I'm honestly am gonna have to use my next rest for HP, unless I find some sort of miracle in between. I hate this. Yeah, I hate this fight so much. So that egg is gonna be a brick for a while. Yeah, that sucked. At least I full blocked though. But we're gonna start. Yeah, this is gonna start getting bad. I'm glad to see Sweeping Beam here for sure, because this just makes my day a lot easier. That's a whole, yeah. This is just a lot better. And in a fight like this, the Regent, I'd feel like I'd auto lose, but just the defect has never let me down. This is the guy. Let's see. All right, you die, you die. This turn. Oh, it's a... Right, I thought it was a Relics potion. This also made my last run busted, because I had this with Gambling Chip, and I was basically just tutoring my whole hand for powers, and I still fumbled the bag. But that is a story that technically does not exist. So I'm gonna take this. just because it's not amazing, but we could focus more on the lightning. The one card I really do like that they added is, what do you call it? Lightning Rod. That was definitely one of my big favorites. That it's just like defend plus like for 2 turns you stack, and it's just so good. All right, I better not draw Zap here. Okay, cool. So I specifically have to consume. So it's good when I make lightning balls, and it's good when I cycle them. And glass, like the spinner one, the glass power, that's also good for that too. Yeah, we're definitely gonna charge up here. Nice, good for you, buddy. All right. Alright, alright, alright. And this should kill him. There we go. Definitely a little low. Definitely lower than I'd like to be. It'd be cool to make a deck around this, but I don't... Nah, I think I'm just going to take this just because it's nice to have early block. They'll definitely drop off in quality as this run continues. Oh, great. Another reason to not rest at a rest site when I'm super low. But it can definitely help out later. I'm not going to farm any more elites. I gotta. Because I gotta get this egg out of the way. So, in this case, maybe I didn't need to use that. No, it doesn't matter. It was free. I want to start putting damage on the Strangler because that block can get really toxic considering this is just a normal enemy. Or sorry, not the block, the Constrict. That's what I meant to say. Zap. Yeah, let's just do this as like a pseudo block. Oh god, the temptation to do this here. I'm getting hit for a lot. So, would it be better to... I could duplicate it. Is it really that serious? It is that serious, because I need that bird to get out of my hand, and I just can't risk it. Alright, so that's kind of like a fake block potion. Whatever. Whatever. Alright, so... Charge battery. Sweeping beam. And... We just gotta put pressure on. This is gonna be like 2 or 3... One more turn, possibly. Alright. What is giving me energy? Oh, charge battery. And then we should be good here. There you go. I hate that fight. That freaky ass snake looks so weird too. It also looks super inappropriate. Pause. A channel lightning equal to lightning already channeled this combat. This could be good for a lightning focused build. We're not seeing the little pieces in between that get us there. So Zap is kind of like our saving grace, but we could potentially pick something up here. I'm not seeing any lightning. Uh-oh. I gotta. Okay, Claw, normally. Yeah, normally. But not today. I think now's the time to start getting rid of some stuff. I should get rid of the dumbass bird egg, but I'm not gonna. So, we already took a lot of block in the sense of the boot sequence plus the cool-headed. So I'm gonna get rid of these before the strikes. Just for, like, balance sake. It's probably still better to get rid of a strike in that regard, but... Yeah, definitely getting that out the way. Boot sequence. And then you're hitting for the most. Oh, but I could have just gotten rid of one of you right then and there. Whatever, I'm full blocking for everything. Sucks that he's gonna basically live for 1 more HP, so I definitely should have gotten rid of this guy. But I'm learning. Alright, cool. Alright. This sucks, but whatever. That is cool. This is also cool, but... Hang on. Okay, so that's what Scrape looks like in this game. Do we start building for a 0-cost deck now? Yeah, we could. Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? If I see Cloggin, I have to take it. Oh, these might have been nice. Well, there's... Go for the eyes. So that's 1 0-cost. And if we do upgrade... Oh god, there's so many things to do here. And I don't want to take the rest. If this run sucks and this run sucks, we just go again. I don't care. We can't dig. This is a brick, and I need it at the hand. Alright, cool. Congratulations. We have a bird. Can I eat him for HP? Should have done that in the first place. Alright, this is 100% getting drunk. Drunketh? Yeah. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna cool-headed. This is gonna sound stupid. I'm gonna take this 5. I need my next block to, like, do the most. So, I'm gonna not... Yeah, how does this work? How does this work? Yeah, from a card specifically. Okay, so this is 100% getting used, and then you're getting struck. Yeah. This is where it gets a little... Yeah. Alright. I don't really want to cycle through my whole deck. But... Yeah, I'm gonna gain a lot here. I might as well. That's unfortunate. I want the next block to be, like, the best. Yeah, because specifically for this. And, of course, I don't draw the block. Is the run just... Oh, wait. I need a block card. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. Look at me and my metagaming, and it's screwed me over. Oh, and I played these in the wrong order. I forgot that this thing retains the slippery. This is going so rough. Alright. This is going so rough. Like, dude, we're not even there. We are not even there. Yeah. Take that. We full block. Just start dying. Just start dying. Don't do that. That's gross. 8 times 2, so that's a block. So that. Don't want to draw more cards. Because I need to play them. Alright, cool. This is where I need to, like... Yeah. Oh my gosh. Alright, the run's over. Oh, wait! My math was off. Chat? Do we have a chance? I don't think we have a chance, chat. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Could... No, I kind of want to keep some of these. Yeah, I can't use them anyway. I'm an idiot. This is so scuffed compared to, like, how smooth everything went last night. Is it just because I found good relics? Alright. Yeah, this turn's pretty self-explanatory. And now we have the lightning to put the pressure on. Stop doing things. Those things are thinging. Oh. God, I think it's it. Yeah. It was a nice effort. It was a nice effort. Alright, so that run went terrible. We run it back. We run it back. And I just upload a really long video. That was our warm-up, guys. That was our warm-up. Like I said, this is part 1 to climbing the Ascension. I'm still new to this. But I'm probably going to get so cooked for that. Was I just risking it for the biscuit? Well, the good news is we're in the docks now. Gotcha. Alright, cool. Cool. Awesome. Alright. This is where we're at. Definitely farming elites. So I think this is the path I'd like to take. Even if I don't get a good card here, making a 0-cost zap would be awesome. That'd be so worth it for me. Alright. I'm going to go a little bit fast. I'm probably not going to talk about other topics as much. I think I said everything I wanted to about, what's his name? The guy, the regent. Yeah, I really just hated playing his kit. Even though I just got my stuff pushed in, it was not nearly as bad as whatever I just went through. Or whatever I went through for the past 2 weeks, I should say. And then here we go. Yep. 69. Phew. 0 cost makes this better. The 0 cost does make this better. For sure, we're taking that. Also, part of the reason I like defect is because I play a lot of retro Yu-Gi-Oh! What's the card? Dual cast? For whatever reason, this reminds me of a card in Vayu Turbo that people play called Burial from a Different Dimension, because, like, obviously you need setup for this card to work, and sometimes you just have, like, the wrong orb, but, like, especially when you channel the dark orbs, and that's, like, a dark focus deck in Yu-Gi-Oh!, so it's kind of, like, related, but when this, like, can be a bomb, but, like, it also, like, if you open it early or whatever, like, it's just, like, so mid. But, yeah. The card nerd autistic rant certainly carries over. How do I want to do this? Full block. Apparently that early game damage matters. Alright. 6, 12, 18. 3, 6. Oh god, I can't believe this is what we had to do. Oh, these things freak me out. Everything in this game freaks me out. What happened to, like, the Gremlin Knob, or whatever his name was? Alright, the good news is we can skip a turn here for this guy. And he should be dead next turn. All we need is... Yeah. There you go. Slamming cards. Another one. Alright. Yeah, I'm like I had things I wanted to say, and I definitely know that there's a lot of topics I could get into at the cost of, like, okay, this run is now super long, and on top of that, it's like just super boxed down. But truthfully, I had a long day. I'm kind of disillusioned with work right now, just because I can definitely see the workload difference in my department, and I honestly feel like, you know, due to the nature of what's going on, I'm kind of taking on a lot more than I should. Alright, I do this first, then I strike. Whoopsheesh. Yeah, I'm a little disgruntled, and I thought about it, and it just really made me so angry to think about, like, oh, I really am spending everything I have just to compensate for, like, the incompetency of others, so that I can't get anything meaningfully done when I finally have the time to focus on myself. And my sleep schedule's all messed up because of it, and it's like this negative feedback loop that I really want to escape. But I also had some stuff happen recently that, like, while it definitely sucks, and it sucks to get your hopes up and then disappointed. It's, you know, great for the gym if you want to break a PR, you know. Just I gotta thug it out, but not that, like, making Slay the Spire content is what I consider meaningful, right? It's not my higher purpose. But this is an outlet for creation. Like, it's not just like, oh, record video, but it's like, there's a way to make it your own. There's a way to, there's something I would like to do here that I don't want it to just be like an Ascension climb. That's like, it's my Ascension climb. Like, this guy sucked at this game. he yapped the whole way through. He wouldn't shut the hell up, but, like, we were there for the whole point. Like, that'd be cool. I don't know, to chronicle it as well. Okay. I'm just going to take this, because I would love to see what it gets. And anytime I've taken it, I've had the Regent, and I've never seen what's in the next act, so this will be the time. You guys will be able to witness it with me. This will be the first time I see what this even does. Alright. Definitely smithing here. There's a lot we could do. It's got to be the zap. A zero-cost zap, like, come on. It's a free card. Alright, so boink. Does suck that this thing slaps so hard, but whatever. That's a good card to see right now. Alright. He wants to raise his attack. See if I care. We're just going to have to tank it. And he's low to the threshold where he will be stunned. So we're about to get a free turn here. So we're just going to hit him with everything. And we just played every card. Out of cards. Yeah, this definitely feels good. Definitely going a lot better than the Regent. I'm going to spend the whole run, other than coping for the fact that I just lost the last one. I'm going to spend the whole one shitting on the Regent. Alright, 10 HP. Surely we get there. Yeah. GG. Goodbye, Moray Devil. I miss Asa. I mean, we have the Trinity now. We have the Trinity of zero-cost cards. So, yesterday, when I had a very successful run, it was like a Dark Orb thing at first, and I was going to make the profile edgy, but, like, we were just generating so many different kinds of orbs that it was just going to be like an elite ball knowledge kind of video. But it looks like this is going to be the, we got our cards from Aldi's run. This might honestly be a good upgrade, but having another zero-cost card in the deck for when we eventually do find that scrape would be awesome. So we're setting up for the scrape here, but having an upgraded claw wouldn't be bad either. I just have a critical mass of good cards now that, like, I could basically play anything and everything in my hand. I need to get rid of... Wait. 10... Yeah. I'm in no danger. The only problem is that this guy ramps faster than I can kill him. It shouldn't be a problem, though. Yeah, should not be a problem. Yeah, taking one here, totally fine. Totally fine. If I had... Oh, wow. One more HP. So taking two. Whatever. Alright. Claw. Okay. This is what I needed. This is what I needed. But this could be pivotal here. The first time you play a zero... Yeah, we want that. We want to just abuse zero-cost cards. Be nice to find a chill. Definitely nice to find a scrape. That is so funny and awesome. Hell yeah. And we're going to farm another elite. Why? We have a duplicator, and I'm like that. I wish I had a spread beam here, though. But that definitely feels good, because this fight's super annoying. Oh, cool. And that doesn't trigger. Alright, so which one do you use the lowest? And you're buffing, so I'm definitely going to hit you with that. Get you lower. Get you lower. I am taking a lot of damage here, but we're not within death range. All is going pretty according to plan. We're only going to get to defend once. If I apply a weak to you, you don't attack for anything. Oh, I probably could have played this first, got another week off, and it's kind of like a block, but I can also just bring these guys lower. Yeah. This is probably better. So 14 total, so I'm taking 9 here. Alright. Now this is getting a little bit dangerous. So I'm going to duplicate a block. The only reason I didn't duplicate this is because From what I noticed, when you play cards that play twice, if it, like, would duplicate on a dead enemy, it'll just whiff. So I don't want to deal with that. I need to get rid of... You're gonna do... more damage, but do I want to waste... Hang on. I gotta think this out. I need to take less damage, though. Alright, whatever. Feels bad. And this will require some extra push, but... Oh, yeah, it didn't matter anyway. I could have taken all of it and gotten rid of him. And, okay, whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever. I had to use the duplicator in, like, the worst way possible. But, yeah, we're now getting... This is a little... Alright. Did I fuck up? I might have fucked up. Uh-oh. I might have... Okay. We're not dead, but I think I played that bad? Alright. And of course... 1 week. Yeah. Don't mess that up. That was really close to the wire, and I'm sure I could have played that better. As much as Sweeping Beam would have helped, I'm definitely taking Lightning Rod. It is one of my favorite cards. We definitely have to rest, though, and at least I have the Regal Pillow. This still puts us pretty much in a good spot to take another Elite here, so I'm not too upset about that. Am I going to take 3 Elites, though? Is that a little too greedy? That is a little too greedy, considering how this game goes and how my runs have gone. Fuck it, man. I don't like usually taking these, but this is pretty good. Alright, I do hate this boss, because I always hate when they're like, yeah, you're going to have an invulnerability period. That is really tilting. Yeah. Because it just buys them more turns that they shouldn't have. And I have to, like, find a way to, like, get the perfect level of block and whatever. But at least we are here. Alright, 29. We're making moves. We are making moves. And I can kill him this... Oh, yeah, he dies. These all feel great. And I do like Glacier, but I'm gonna... Am I gonna take... I don't remember Glacier sucking this bad. This is the same card, right? Yeah, it just feels like it does less. I'm gonna take Overclock. So now we have more zero-cost cards. We really do need to find the what's the guy's name? The Scrape. Alright, cool. You're vulnerable, idiot. I should call her. Everything reminds me of her for some reason. Anyway, gross jokes aside. Here we go. Here we go. This is a free turn to play this. You live by the claw, you die by the claw. We've gone feral. All it took for me to go feral was for another dark-haired girl with a nose ring and insane eyeliner. Alright, so you're going to be weakened. You're going to be weakened. You're going to be momentum striked, and we finished on him. That was an electric finish, and now we have a bunch of potions. Should definitely be fine. I don't think we need to take anything here. The beam cell's nice, but like, we don't need that many zero-cost cards. We don't need that many. Yeah, let's skip for now. Right? Yeah. Let's skip for now. I'm gonna Smith here, because I'm really not worried about it. Not in the slightest. That could be good, just making it cost effective. Yeah, to offset that, like, the energy. Alright, I hope I see it early. I'm gonna... Am I gonna? I'm not gonna. It sucks because I can't do anything this turn, but the bricks are here. I have 2 of them now that I gotta deal with. But I think this is gonna be a pretty good run. Definitely drinking this now. There's no way of getting around that. How many are left in the deck? Yeah. Slam for 9. Just kind of do want to draw on it, but I'd rather not add a burn this early into the fight. Yeah, there we go. No reason to do that. God, that thing's really gross. Ever noticed that, and I'll talk about this more when I get to the Hive, but everything in this game is just so much more gross than what it used to be. This is a little... Oh, okay, that doesn't count as a 0 cost card. Oh, it has to be an attack. Right. Okay, so at least we could do that. And then we could play this because it's free, and it does have utility. Alright, this I don't care about. Just have enough block. Of course. Of course. Of course. Because why not? Whatever. He takes some damage here. He did like 6 or 7 damage the entire turn, and of course I didn't see it. It's 1 block. Yeah. Do that. Do that. Do that. Draw into it. Get a beacon out of here. And we're Gucci. There is a burn pile, or burn in the deck now. Too bad it isn't exhausted. I know that one of the defects new like gimmicks is he does like status cards because he can have a deck that basically builds for it. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't experimented anything with the status because I just don't want to take a player hostile archetype. Like I don't want to go for a card that says like, yeah, brick yourself. You should brick yourself now. This sucks. We gotta close this fight soon. We gotta close this fight soon. I was gonna say, if I don't have a single block this turn... Alright, 1 week. Another week. Back in. And you should die here. Yeah. Alright, guys. Successful Act 1 run. There we go. I've made up for last run, but not lost time. This sucks. That's cool. This is even cooler. I wonder if we upgrade it. Yeah, we're definitely taking this. Oh, God. The insatiable. Alright, so, talking about gross stuff. I hate this act. I really hate this act. Because I hate bugs. I also hate that the overgrowth has some bugs, too. So it just feels like 2 whole acts of bugs, and they really freak me out. So, here is the... here's a guy. Here's a little critter. And yep. Just finish all over the map. I do not want to be here. But yeah, that's a guy. Let's see. I wonder if this witch is single. Cause I'm not gonna lie. It's been a while since I've been offered cookies. These could be cool, but I don't really have a whole lot of cards in here that, like, I can't... Yeah, you know what? Hang on. 1, 2... Yeah, no, I only have 2 cards that I really want upgraded. This is cool. This is a cool gimmick. Having relics that, like, only really matter for the act, but go away. God, I think it's gonna be... I just really hate how it's like, okay, these can make or break the run, but then they just disappear. Like, just something about, like, diminishing returns. Let's do this. This feels like the safest thing. This just feels like less of a gamble. I'm not in a position right now where I want to gamble, which is crazy, because I just lost my house last week. I love gambling so much. This turns overclock into a really good engine, or like a really good like find your pieces, and then you got claw. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, man. If I need to depend on relics for the run to be good at only Ascension 1, I was probably cooked from the start. We're gonna go find the shop first, then farm an elite. What is the map supposed to do anyway? Hang on. Is there like something that's supposed to show? Oh, right here. Cool. It unlocks an event. We're gonna see it if we get there. There's no way in hell I was upgrading strikes, that's for sure. I wish I had ball lightnings. Those would be really nice to have. This is just a setup turn. Cool, now we finally have the other balls. We do finally have the elite ball knowledge that I missed so much. Alright, here, this has to be, You know what, we're gonna do this because, oh right, that's not an attack card. I keep learning my lesson. Let's go weak for block. I could have used the other beam self. Whatever, man. Whatever. Okay, cool. It wasn't necessary anyway. Alright. This gets us there. There we go, there we go, there we go. It's flowing. It's flowing. Let's take a sweeping beam. Again, these zero-cost cards are cool, unless we don't have that scrape. We gotta find that scrape. This is definitely why I'm glad I took this. Let's go sweeping beam, lightning rod, defend. It's kind of an underwhelming turn, I'm not gonna lie. Whatever. I'm not taking that much anyway. Probably should cut out the sugar, but I really want a cookie now just because of this. I want those, you know those, like, cookies that everyone gets for the holiday? Like, if it's 4th of July, or if it's, like, Easter, or if it's, like, Christmas. It's the same one, just different icing on it. Not even a different flavor, just different colored icing. That's what I could go for right now. I shouldn't have said that. I should totally get in my car and go to Mariano's right now. Zap, zap. Dude, I can't believe they added Hassan Piker to this game. Okay, this is a little underwhelming. Maybe I could have gone for another... Yeah, I could have. That would have been my block. Oh, there's no guarantee I'm killing it. Both of these could just whiff here. Yeah. So whatever. This is a good choice. In a way. Justified. Yeah, I have to apologize because at this point, I'm more focused on, like, the run and just, like, making it good because I just messed up the last run. To the point where there's not really too much I want to talk about. There's not much that comes to mind anymore. Like I said, I'm like cooked in the head currently. It's been a long day. It's been, oh god. They're all slamming me for so much damage. Alright. Oop. There we go. Easy peasy. Eat my orbs. That is definitely better than a vulnerable. Ha! Yeah, oh, wait, we don't play that many powers anymore. We're definitely taking the ball. The ball lightning. The elite ball knowledge. The lost wisp. Yeah, that's not that good. Alright, I'm definitely taking on this goal before the shot because now... yeah, I'm... Whew. 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 This is a really good card. If I take this, I can't take this. Do I care about the potions? Yes and no. No, but I can remove now. Or I could take another rainbow. But it's another 2-cost card. Let's just remove a card. Definitely get rid of that. That actually feels super good now. One less brick. We can go for the upgrade. Yeah. God only knows what that is anyway. I'd like to not run into that weird ass worm that attaches to my head and is just like, I'm gonna chill here for a little bit and I gotta rip him off. Like, I know that it probably makes more sense to take the card, and it doesn't really matter what happens in these events, because it doesn't matter. It's just to, like, offer you a card or a buff or whatever. But, like, I just really hate bugs, leeches, parasites. I get that shit out of here. That's not as cool as I would like. Yeah, I'm upgrading this. Ew. Ew. I feel bad for anybody with that phobia of holes. I mean, I gotta. So, definitely a lot of those in the deck now, but it shouldn't be a problem. Just gonna do 14 here. Not a big deal. Yeah, these days are shuffled in, so thankfully it's not gonna get too out of hand. And then we strike, and then we defend. And he's already half health. Yeah, this isn't gonna get super out of hand. Famous last words. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Definitely a little more aggressive. And there's still a lot of days to go through, but... yeah. Definitely a lot of days to go through. Oh god, I actually do have 2 unplayable turns. Oh no. I might have screwed myself over. I could definitely tank another attack or 2. But this definitely did get out of hand. I'm attacking because I don't care, and then that goes. Like, it sucks that I took the 0 cost deck because this fight was always going to be like this. Ball. That sucked. That was really awful. But this is good. This could be good for utility. It's a little awkward, though. I would have to draw. I would have to see it. I like the Shadow Shield thing, though. It'd be nice to have more dark in the deck because of bombs. There's not much I really want to upgrade considering I'm so low. So let's just get ourselves back up to where we need to be. Shout out to Regal Pillow. And now, for the first time ever, I finally get to see what the spoils map even does. Oh. It did say that, didn't it? 600 gold and then whetstone. Alright, not bad. 600 or 700 gold is definitely not bad. And then we could just go spend it after another very aggressive lead. This thing should not feel like an elite. It's kind of easy, I'm not gonna lie. See ya. See ya. See ya. Play every card in my hand. Who cares? Problem is, when I did fight this thing, I'm like, man, this should not be an elite. I was doing that with the... what's his name? The Iron Shud. The Iron Shad. So I don't know if that matters. But... slam, slam, slam. God, just not drawing my block when I need my block. But at least he's half HP, basically. Alright, surely this is going to be an insane block turn, right? I can make it an insane block turn. I want to attack him to get this off. 9, 18, 27. Ooh, that is bad. Wait. Oh, right. I need to break through his defenses to get the extra. There we go. That's cool. And there we go. So I'm only taking 9 this turn. And now we can cycle through our bombs. Claw. Sweeping Beam. Ball Lightning. Lightning Rod. Dual Cast. Yeah, we're close. We're so close! Ah! Alright. Maybe I should have done that by virtue of I need these to start hitting. Jesus. Gem 1 Lightning, 1 Frost, 1 Dark. Hit him for a lot. could do this. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't get any better. Oh, yeah, we just kill him. We can just kill him. It's a good thing I only get about 6 or 7 viewers, because I really, really hate the idea of getting cooked for just how awful I'm playing this right now. But this is a process of refinement. If I am really going to do this for 20 runs, assuming it's, you know, all runs go great, I mean, I'm only gonna get better, right? Let's see. Yeah, I felt like the strat for defect was just to get a bunch of power cards, and, like, that was pretty fun. I have a way to generate a lot of energy, so this kind of feels mid. I always do like taking a hologram to recycle cards. So I think that will be the game plan. And now, I need the most here. White noise. I'm just taking them all, because why not? Alright, so I can make this a really good block, so it's worth it, and then I'll upgrade it later. I like the idea of making cards that would make it, like, less appealing to use them because I need defense, rather than just, like, making my defend a really good defend. So I think it's going to be these 3. I still didn't find that scrape. That's really fucking rough. Whatever. Irony is, if I chilled out on all those purchases, I probably should have throttled. I didn't really need the Adroit or the Thorns, I'm not gonna lie. Or, actually, I didn't really need any of these. I'm willing to bet this was super nuts. I should reset, but whatever. That was bad of me. I got a little too happy to have 600 or 700 gold, so... Whatever. We here. Might as well... And then this gets us closer. Alright, so the way this works is I lose 1 strength. Okay, so it's like... Okay. Yeah, I definitely feel that stacking. At least I full block. And then... This is just free now. Alright, cool. Easy. I hate bugs. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that. Maybe I should have had the potion bill. I don't know. I am running into a lot of good pots. I'm going for it. I don't care. I'm going for it. Oh, gross. Oh, God. Get me out of here. Why is it connected by flesh or bubblegum? I don't care. Let's just... This not be a thing. Alright. Weaken that because it kind of, like, does extra block. Oh, shoot. If I was any smarter... If I was any smarter. I could be a little smarter. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got everything we need. I'm only using 1 potion on this. I only need 1 potion. There we go. This thing is so gross. I almost want to duplicate this. 6 and 12 to each would be kind of nice. But it doesn't do that much here. There we go. Let's try this. Alright. And I just destroyed. Didn't need the potion. Just slam cards. Alright. That could be good. Guys, I don't want to, like, act like I know everything about the defect, but I'm going to give you just a little bit of free advice here. No spreadsheets, no metafly required. If you see Echo Form, you take Echo Form, okay? And then you play it as soon as you can. Yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing. The rotating spiral brain penis worm. I don't... Oh, God. Oh, ew. Yeah, we'll share knowledge. All right, you're lucky I'm a robot. Kind of want another one of these, I'm not going to lie. I want to cycle through all my things. Yeah, there we go. Gross. Ew. I hate it here. I'm not gonna lie. We kind of got to rest. Kind of need to. Just to be safe. Alright, I have fumbled way too much. I have nothing to prove here. I have a good enough deck as it is. I just never found the scrape. Alright, so. Feral. Claw. Claw's gonna be our bomb in a second. Zap. Alright. Beam. Strike. And we can even chuck this now because we're going to run into other potions anyway. Alright. Why does everything remind me of my ex in this game? How she was a big bulging sandworm monster. That's what I meant. Alright. So this sucks because we got to use this here. We have to use this. But at least we can defend a little bit. Alright, so 8 damage is not bad. And now we're set up. Now we just do the thing. Alright, so defend twice. Mod. Ball. Defend. I need to see those frantic escapes, though. I might use a frantic escape. Oh, God. Oh, God. Alright, we'll draw the whole damn deck. I don't care. Alright, so frantic escape, he's not doing anything. Ooh. I'm really gonna get a strike in there? Frantic escape, whatever. Zap, 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 zap. Alright, that sucks, but... Alright. Okay, that's what that does. No need to gain more... No need to draw more cards. I'm probably not going to be able to play them anyway. That's just a little too greedy. Yeah, this fight's pretty solved. I think we're good. We defend twice, and then we frantic escape. And we block perfectly, and he's getting some chip damage from Thorns. But we gotta end this soon, because these will get worse. Zap, 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 zap. Defend, defend, block. We're getting slammed for a lot here. Ouch. Alright, cool. Of course, there's not a good card, really. So, it's gonna be strike, because we just need to get there. We gotta get there. And let's overclock to find a better card, or cards. Oh, and I could have used... Well, no. I didn't want to lead with this ever. You should die next turn. Yeah, definitely. Alright. Goodbye. Please a scrape. It's probably not in this pile. That's cool. Treat this now? No, I don't need to. This isn't that great. This is not that great late into this game. Would you believe me if I said all these cards kind of sucked? I'm taking the creative AI because it's fun to gamble. But it really sucks right now. It's so unnecessary. Alright. Finally at the glory. And I really can't wait for this game to be out of early access because I need more acts. Because I hate that it's just like overgrown. It's bugs and stuff. And then it's like the hive is just full on bugs. And then we just get to the glory, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. But it kind of just comes out of nowhere. And I don't really feel the glory. I just kind of feel like there's a lot of crazy stuff happening from room to room. That being said, definitely still a cool act. I do like the boss. Like this cool. This is real cool. This guy. Then I really like the 3-headed like goopy like snake Frankenstein thingy. Like they definitely went all out on some boss design. I can't wait to see what like the heart equivalent fight would be in this game. I also missed the Chimera guy, but this is pretty cool too. Energy and then an enthralled. I mean, we're gonna run into one shop, two shops at best. Like, is that really worth it? I really don't like this demon guy. Everything feels like a huge trade off. The Chimera King, he was dapping you up and he was making sure you walked out with something insane. The curses suck. The wish is cool to seek. It's one enthralled. It's one enthralled for extra energy. I think we have to. I wonder if we could remove it. We should go find out. I wonder if this is the right path, actually. Yeah, I mean, it gets us there. It has to be played. It has to be played. And this sucks. 10, 14. So that's 28. We're losing max HP this turn. Unless, of course. Oh, this is cool here. I'm going to duplicate here, because I really don't want to lose that HP. And that works. And somehow, someway, we did not lose any HP this game. Or this fight. I really do like these enemies. I like the idea. I like they're super punishing if you leave yourself open, because they're not that big of a deal. They also have a really sick design. Definitely getting rid of you. Ball. Lightning rod. Attack. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's over. It's probably a good idea that we're taking the path with 2 merchants, because we are going to have a lot of money. And this is really cool to see. Still no scrape. The whole idea was to have a 0-cost deck. Whatever. Alright. Shadow shield for sure. Zap. Gotta get this shield shot out the way before we go for the turret shud. Definitely love a good multi-attack. Eat shit. Guys, we gotta play it. We gotta play it. The good news is, we have a lot of 0-cost cards. That's kind of crazy. Whose idea was it to add those to the deck? I don't know. He's kind of a genius, though. He's also very humble. Alright, Thorn's putting in work. I cannot complain. This fight's never usually this easy. It's not crazy, but like... And like, is it just over? There we go. There we go. Don't need any of these. Let's see. 28 cards in the deck. It's not good, not great. Definitely feel those extra strikes. We could do this and just get away with it. That definitely feels good. And then, just because... I don't know what he does. I don't know what... I forgot what these guys do. I think I fought him once. Alright, sure. Sure. Guys, we gotta play it. This sucks. Draw an additional power. Why not? Why not? Vulnerable. Yeah. Could have probably played this a little bit better. Who cares? We're just gonna shit on the boss anyway. I honestly don't feel like I need Echo 4. Oh, but this is a free setup. This is such a free setup. And I'm definitely going to channel the glass. Yeah. Now we 100% win this fight. Oh. It's getting a little out of hand. Let's block a lot. Let's block more. Do we have more block? Ref, do something. Yeah, there we go. This worked out pretty good. Things are just happening. I'm just clicking buttons. There's not much to say. Let's just close this run out. I gotta play this card. What does Enthralled being played twice do? Nothing. Awesome. Claw. Beam. Attack. Goodbye. Eat shit. Awesome. See, the deck flows. It gets a little awkward sometimes. This could help find more cards, but is it necessary? Not really. I'll take a Frostier. More Frost Generation can't hurt. And drawing cards. I doubt I'll be able to upgrade it, though. Shoot. This is cool. Alright, can I remove... No, that was stupid of me to think I could. Could remove a strike, though. Yeah. Yeah, let's get rid of a strike. And all things considered, could be worse. We can gain a little bit more gold before the next shop. This is probably going to be the path. I did not draw anything in this map, so, here is, here's a dog. Anyway. Oh, this is a really cool fight. My first time ever playing Slay the Spire 2. Obviously, you have to play Iron Shud. I got to this fight on this act. This was really sick. I definitely died to these guys, though. I hate this because he, like, hexes all you... Like, yeah, he makes them all, like, disappear. The other guy's just like, screw you. Damn, we kind of need another energy. This is going to disappear. This would have been very pivotal to be able to play. But, of course, I had to see it with Enthralled. Like, of course. I don't have any other way to get any energy right now. Unless we're to kill a dude. But I can't see myself doing that without using energy. This will help, though. This will help. And then just want some early chip damage. Yeah. Should be good here. I haven't been cursed yet, but that Echo Form always leaves if it's not unupgraded. Alright, so a pivotal turn again, 6-7 out of 93 HP. This could be rough. I think I have to use you. Definitely going to block here. And then I'm going to ball this guy. Alright. Yeah, this is getting a little crazy. Shouldn't be too bad, though. I think we're coming up to a rest site. Yeah, we can. Yeah. No, it should be pretty smooth sailing after this fight. I do like this card a lot. Let's go Feral. Buffer for sure. Defend. Because buffer's just nice to have. Probably wasn't necessary, all things considered. This fight is about to end soon. Probably want those upgrades back. Great. Gotta play that. Alright. That's cool. Because now I can play this. I can cool-headed. And I can dual cast. And he can eat my fucking balls. And we still have buffers, so it always never mattered. What a cool fight. Wow. Yeah, I don't need this. Don't need any of these at this point in the game. This is cool, but I don't really have that much or generation for slots. God, can I drink this? Alright. Upgraded rare attack. I will 100% take Cold Snap. I will 100% take that. Letter opener. Cool. This is going to get really crazy if I can play a bunch of zero-cost cards. Alright. Glad that he's not attacking, so I can start with that and then generate more. Wow. Fabricator. I see. Oh, great. And I can't even abuse this. Alright, man. At least I can defend for a bunch here. But this is pretty nutty. This is a pretty nutty setup from him. Uh-oh. Ouch. Oh, this is out of hand. This is out of hand. I'm drinking that. I'm drinking you. 6-12. Or we do this. Unironically getting more block than my blocks. I hate having these in the deck right now. Might as well. Yeah, might as well. It's good that I have the Gremlin Horn for sure. Thought it was going to be smooth sailing, but unironically, this is a tougher fight than the Elite. Crazy. Alright. Sweeping Beam. I want you to fabricate something so I can kill you. Alright. Snap. Snap. Goodbye. Guys, what can I say? I love the defects. I love juggling balls. This seems cool. I'm not going to take it. It's a little too high cost. Give Happy Flower. Go 100. Or give Strength Potion. I'll totally fork that over. For Ornamental Fan, I cannot deny it's a pretty good trade. Obtain Royal Poison. Start of combat, lose 4 HP. Wait. The start of combat only lose 4 HP. We're healing to full. Like, we're only going to lose 8 HP. We're taking that. I do like fighting this guy, though. Alright. These, pretty easy. Goodbye, Chud Butts. Damn it. Alright. Did not realize how late it was getting. I must be locked into this video. Like, it's going to be super long. That's the unfortunate part of having a really bad run, but I'm keeping it in there. It's raw. It's authentic. I hate this game. Yeah. I always wanted to do that. Is there like a better card that I could take? No. Look at that spread of relics. No gambling chip bag of preparation, but all things considered, this is a pretty good run. Like I said it was going to be. Alright, so... just draw 2 cards here. It doesn't feel bad at all. Play that. Feral, Feral. And then play a bunch of blocks for the letter opener. And... cool. Got rid of the Enthralled. Can't be mad. Oops. Yeah, can't play that. That's a lot of block. That is a lot of block. Easy peasy. Okay, of course there's one more. Maybe, no, this is definitely not a frost-focused run, but if there is one, it's gonna be the defect and Vanilla Ice collabing. Called Frost Baby or something, I don't know. That sucks. Claw. What can he do? I'm not taking any of these. I'll be right back. I gotta turn something on. It's crazy. God, this had to be a long video. Yeah, this is basically gonna go from like, oh, this is really cool, you know, I'm gonna just tune in, you know, support the guy, to like, this either runs in the background or like, there's no viewer retention past the first run. Whatever, man. There is... I like that. Like 20 minutes into the video, I said, let's find Scrape. We'll build a zero-cost deck. We're at the literal room, like the literal last 2 rooms before the thing. We didn't find a Scrape. We're just gonna do it without. It's fine. Let's just take that, because now our blocks are just that much better. Alright. Do you have enough relics? Wow, this is an hour-long run. And we can now upgrade so that this is no longer going to disappear on us. Alright, guys. Wish us luck. This definitely looks like early art. Alright. So. Okay. The Beach Pebbles got us. Good news is, with all these like letter openers and ornamental fans, and even the pen nib, the zero-cost cards are still amazing here. This is not amazing, however, and I have no potions. Maybe I should have bought potions instead of that dumbass stone, but whatever. I'm not gonna dual cast yet. I need this to like get better. Yeah. Wow. This is a little underwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Oh gosh. I've seen this guy before. I think I saw this guy. What was it? Yeah, isn't this that actor that was in Dune? What was his name? Like Toyota Chevrolet or something? Alright, we're playing this. That was always getting played. And Claw, Rainbow. Because we can! Clearly, the defect supports the LG TVs. Alright, so whatever we do here is going to get played twice. God, we're getting slammed for so much damage. There's nothing... Honestly, we can find buffers with this. We can find buffers. Could be a total whiff. Could be pretty good. Probably should have weakened this thing. No, that's fine. We just play so many attacks anyway we gain the block, dude. It's like it never mattered. The Door Maker. Alright. That doesn't matter. This is pretty huge, though. But I'm going to play this, because I need to defend. Like, I need to defend. I need to defect. Alright. It's blocking for most of it, but I'm getting burned. Alright. We're not doing too bad. So we gotta break another door. Yeah, it really wants you to focus on status, but guys, I didn't find any status stealing cards. I didn't take any of them either. So this is kind of crazy. Let's sweep for a bunch. Ah, shit. Alright, I got a little too greedy. Because I can't play this, so that is over. We're still meeting the good threshold, but, like... Damn! Oh, great, and this is back in my hand. At least we're blocking for it. Defend... Oh, 18 times 2. This is not... Yeah, this isn't giving us the cards I'd like to play. But, the good news is, this can help break the defect in a second. I could just do this for free. Right? Sublime? Was that what that was called? Subroutine. Play a power card. That's a power. We block. We do that. We do that. We do that. And we'll do damage because we can also just get rid of his attack anyway. He's like, what are you still doing here? He's shutting out on us. Alright. That's free. That's free. Oh god. This is actually getting a little dicey. Oh. Guys. We're getting a little cooked here. I just need to block for all of it. But this is free. This is free. This is free. This is not free. If I do this, I gain another. Oh god, it's so, it's so close. Oh god, no. Okay. No. Alright, at least we're getting blocked for that. Whenever you play it. You know what? You know what? You know what? It's all good. Saul Goodman. Oh, wait, no. I think we literally are left with 1 HP. This is so scuffed! God help me. Alright, I need another nut turn here. So this is a power. We're playing a power. I need to play focus. Yeah. Okay. That. And that. And that. And we just. Oh my gosh. 1 HP clutch. It's insane. What do I call this run? Oh, that was so nutty. That's like you couldn't create better cinema. All right. What do I get for having all that power down there? You're back. Didn't I dismantle you? I'm a clanker. I picked myself back up. Give me your information. Okay. Awesome. That was a run. That was one of the runs of all time. I definitely got to see what that epic is. Alright. This is cool. This is cool. Let's see. Magnum Opus. Blight takes hold of the comatose architect, and its poison amplifies. Forms a symbiotic relationship with Niao's tree, and it hungered to grow and grow. Other ancients capture the culprit as the blights ravage the land. They imprison Niao, take shelter from the now unstoppable blight. Alright. Awesome. Tungsten Rod. Swear by the bar. Wish I had an editor to edit in the bar dropping sound effect. And then, ooh, shiny, the defect. This is sorely changed to sort of information is overwhelming for the poor defect's processing score. Out of the way, shouts a mega faunal humanoid riding a threat level 9 reptile, but then stops in its tracks and turns a defect with a strange grin. I got something for you. No, you don't. Get away from me. Okay. Turbo would have been nice. What is Healer's Drill? That's gruesome. Awesome. That 1 HP clutch, I'm so glad I have that recorded. But yeah, this went on long enough. I'm out of it, but holy crap. Thank you guys if you did watch that far and watch that amazing clutch. I can't wait to climb more, even if I don't get the yap. Like that's awesome. Alright, goodbye.